Study the food chain below and answer the questions that follow. So we have grass, locust, snake, and the secretary bird. 300,000 kilojoules of energy, 30,000 kilojoules of energy, 3,000 kilojoules of energy, and 300 kilojoules of energy. I think you can say that the energy is decreasing as we go down. All right. 2.4.1. What do the arrows in the food chain indicate? So the arrows, okay, in the food chain, what do they indicate? So these arrows, they actually indicate the direction of the flow. So flow of what? Of energy. So the direction of the flow of energy. Then 2.42, name the primary consumer in the above food chain. So a primary consumer is actually a consumer that feeds on the producer. Grass is always the producer in this case. It is the producer. Why? Because it's green vegetation. So the locust, it will be the primary consumer because it is feeding where? On the producer. 2.4.3. Why does the total energy in each trophic level become less as we move up the food chain? So I think you can see that as we are moving up, the energy is decreasing. The question is why? This is because energy is lost at each trophic level. So we are saying at each trophic level, energy is lost, all right, through processes such as respiration, okay, through respiration, reproduction. These are some of the processes through which energy is lost in the ecosystem as you move from one trophic level to the next. The other one is excretion. Hence, okay, the next trophic level, okay, receives less energy. Only 10%. So the 90% is lost. How is it lost? It is lost through some of these processes: respiration, excretion, reproduction. Only 10% is transmitted to the next. I think from here you can see that if I find 10% of 300,000, those two cancel. I'll remain with what? 30,000. This is the one which is there. Again, if I find 10% of 30,000, it's actually 3,000. Again, 10% of 3,000, it's just 300. You can see that only that